Hi everybody, Samir here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to refurbish a banhu and how to rehair an erhu or a banhu bow. So this is my banhu and she's about 25 years old. I've been taking some really good care of her. I just put this on today. This is Huqin moisturizer. It's for Chinese instruments to make sure that they stay moist and don't crack and the glue doesn't come apart. And I already did this, that's why the head of the banhu looks darker than it should now. A little goes a very long way. About a half a fingernail covered the whole instrument. So that should last for a while. So I got this banhu not long ago. Good condition. It's from Beijing. It's a Shanghai. You can see that in there. 25 years old, good instrument. Everything working. Sounds wonderful. There's just a couple things that I kind of wanted to improve on it. Since this is the only banhu I have, I want to make it as good as possible. So one of the things I noticed was the bow here. A lot of this hair's falling out and all. And I did a couple other things. This is the original bridge here, which is okay, I guess, but I decided to replace it with a purple wood erhu bridge, which is slightly bigger, but if it doesn't work out, I can always put the original bridge back on. So I'm going to go over how to rehair a Huqin bow, like erhu, gaohu, zhonghu, banhu, because a lot of people just throw them away. And I think that's kind of a problem with society today. They just kind of throw things away instead of trying to fix the problem. So I got this rehair kit for an erhu bow off of eBay. It's made by Farboat. Now Farboat did not send me this for free. I paid for it. I did not ask them to. And we're going to see how well this rehair goes. This is the main thing that's done. The strings are still okay. I do have extra strings, but I kind of want to hold on to those until I really need them. So I'm not going to go ahead and change the strings yet. That could also be a separate video. But I do want to go over how to rehair a Huqin bow. This will work for most, but not all Huqin, just to be clear on that. So here's my bow. Now a banhu bow is a lot heavier than an erhu bow, but the process is pretty much the same. I stopped playing the erhu probably about 5 years ago. I mean, I still can, but I don't really. So the first thing we're going to want to do here is loosen up the bow, and I just do that with the mechanism right here. Just loosen it up, if you can see that. And then I'll be able to pull this right out. Ta-da! Got it. Alright, so now I'm going to move over to the tip here. And you see that's tied in a knot. So I'm going to want to go ahead and remove that. Takes a minute here. Taking this metal piece off here. Alright, that came off nicely. I'll put that over here. So now I'm left with this. I'm just going to remove the fishing line and the knot on the top and get my new hair ready. Scissors didn't do the trick. Let's see how a good old trusty pocket knife does. Remember to cut away from yourself. So if you can see here, I'm cutting along here so I can remove the existing hair easily. There we go. Eureka, we found it. The reason I'm rehairing this banhu bow instead of buying a new one is because of where I live, and it's unlikely that I'll be able to get a banhu bow without ordering it and waiting a year for it to get here. And also, I'm the kind of person who would rather fix something than just buy a new one. So I'm taking out the knot on the top here, as you can see. Da-da-da. You know, this is nothing scissors can't fix. Ta-da. Alright, so I've removed the hair, which took a little longer than I anticipated, but oh well. And now we're going to go ahead and get the new hair ready. So this kit from Farboat, which I got off Amazon, has everything I need in it already. I'll just open it up and get started. So I've got this string, which I'm definitely going to be needing. That'll go at the tip. The bow hair, which is already prepared and ready to go, just needs threaded in and tied. It's not much of an operation. It's probably about as easy as rehairing a violin or viola bow, unless it's an expensive one. I don't see why people can't do it themselves, despite what the companies who do repairs say. They're going to hate me for this, but oh well. So I'm going to take this part right here, and I'm going to slide it on the tip. And when I get done, this is going to cover the knot. So that's all set to go. Now I take the end right here. Go ahead and insert that into the frog. That's done. No headache from that. And I insert this tip right here. Just pushed it through. Not too difficult. done. Now this one, it's kind of glued at the top, so I won't even really need to tie it. I can into a knot. All I'll really have to do here is tie it on with the fishing line that came with it, and we'll be on our merry way here. So I'll take some of this line here. Make a loop. Just tie that for you real quick. Alright, so I've gone ahead and tied that. Now I'm going to slide this through the loop. Give it a pull. On this end. Voila. All set. You can take this. I'm going to clip off the end here. Just make sure it's all tight. Clip off the end there. And we're almost done here, folks. All right, looking good, looking good. Can take this, slide it over the tip. All right, ready to go. Now all I have to do is rosin up my bow. This will take a while, so I'm just going to give you an idea of the basic process. So I'll make sure this is back in the frog here. All right, tighten that up. Alright, now if I'm doing anything wrong or anyone else has any insights to give me, that's fine. I'm open to the idea that I can improve myself. Just let me know. So the basic process for rosining it, and we're almost going to be done here, is take out your rosin. Now, I only use Copland rosin when I'm doing a new hair. Normally I use this one, because this is specifically designed for banhu and erhu. But I will use this when I initially do it because it takes a long time. So you always want to get the bow on the front in long strokes and on the back in long strokes. But that will take a good 10 minutes for both sides to get it where it needs to be. Alright, so I'm just going to go over the final setup here. So I said I was going to put a new bridge on the banhu. I'm going to do that right now. So I chose an erhu bridge. This is a purple wood. Now when you're putting on a bridge, you want to kind of take a look at it and see which side is higher and which is lower. The lower side is for the inner string, the higher side is for the outer string. So with a banhu, when you're putting the bridge on, you wouldn't put it dead in the center like you would with an erhu or a zhonghu. So go over here. You want to put it about an inch, inch and a half from the top. And I dropped it. There we go. So yeah. So I'm just gonna pull up my strings, slide that on, maybe loosen them a little bit. Yep. Oh, you be. All right. Slide that down a little bit. This is about where I want it. And then when this banhu came, it didn't have a dampening cloth. But I love my banhu, so I'm going to go ahead and put a quality dampening cloth in. This is a good one. Just put that in, slide it right here. Can work on the sound later. Alright, have my dampening cloth in. Wonderful. Finish rehairing the bow, insert the strings. Everything else is all set up. Alright, thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe.